morning, students. I hope you all are fine and have gone through the previous video. But till now, we have discussed about various types of tissues, and in animal tissues also, I told you that there are 4 types of animal tissues. We have discussed about various types of epithelial tissue. Now in our further lectures, we will discuss about muscular tissue, connective tissue and nervous tissue. Let us now begin about muscular tissue. The muscular tissue is made up of muscle cells which work together, coordinate with each other to perform a function of movement. This movement can be of arms, can be of legs, can be of eyes or the iris or of the heart even. These muscle cells are also known as muscle fibers. All these muscle fibers, they contain special type of proteins called as contractile proteins. These contractile proteins actually contract and relax to carry out the functioning, that is to cause the movement. So, the movement of the muscles is caused due to the contractile proteins, which may be the actin and the myosin proteins that contract and relax and cause the movement. These proteins are present in the form of myofibrils. Each muscle cell has a nucleus, cytoplasm and plasma membrane. The plasma membrane of the muscle cells is known as sarcolemma. Cytoplasm of muscle cells is known as sarcoplasm. Depending upon the shape, location, structure and function, these muscle fibers have been characterized into 3 types. Number 1, striated muscle fibers. Number 2, unstriated muscle fibers. And number 3 are the cardiac muscle fibers. Striated muscle fibers, also known as striped muscles, voluntary muscles and skeletal muscles. These are long cylindrical muscle fibers that contain alternate light and dark bands. These are the bands. The shaded portions are the dark bands and these ones are the light bands. This is a dark band. Due to the presence of alternate light and dark band, these are called as striations. Due to this only we call them as striated muscle fibers. These are unbranched. They have many nuclei and the nuclei are present at the periphery. Other than this, with a lighter part, we'll draw these myofibrils in each type of muscle fibers. These muscle fibers, they work according to our will. If we want to move our hand, the muscles will work. If we don't want to move, the muscles will not work. Because they work according to our will, we call them as voluntary muscles. And also, since these muscles help in the movement, we call them as skeletal muscle fibers. So you need to remember the characteristics. These are long and cylindrical, have many nuclei, are unbranched, work according to our will. The other type of muscle fibers are the unstriated muscle fibers. Unstriated, no striations, no stripes, means they are smooth, means they do not have alternate light and dark bands. These are long, spindle-shaped fibers. Uninucleated, only one nucleus is present at the center. This is the spindle shape. Nucleus is at the center. This is the cytoplasm, and the cytoplasm contains many myofibrils. These are myofibrils. No striations means they are smooth. These muscles are involuntary, means they do not work according to our will. हमारे हिसाब से काम नहीं करती हैं. These are present in ureters, in the stomach, in the iris of the eye. So they work according to their own wish. Uninucleated means a single nucleus. Nucleus is at the center. They also cause movement, but here the movements are fast as compared to striated ones. Here the movements are slow. Moreover, because they have slow movements, they rarely get fatigued. They also rarely get fatigued. The third type of movements are muscles are the cardiac muscles. They have the characteristics of both striated and unstriated. But these types of muscles are only present in heart. They are short and cylindrical. They are uninucleated, but they have striations. And moreover, the cardiac muscles are branched. You could see the short muscle fibers, they lie over one another, and this way they are present in heart. There are many branches also. Each muscle fiber has only a single nucleus. Bands are also present. Myofibrils are also present. Nucleus is single. These are the characteristics, and they never get fatigued. Okay, so these are the characteristics. Now I'll write their points in the comparison form so that the things are more clear to you. Now see the comparison. Striated, unstriated, cardiac. Also known as skeletal and striped, also known as smooth and visceral muscles. They are also known as heart muscles. Shape, long, cylindrical. These are long, spindle shaped. These are short and cylindrical. These are unbranched. These are also unbranched, but these are branched. These are multinucleated. These are uninucleated, one nucleus. These are also uninucleated. Nucleus is at periphery, means borders. Nucleus is at the center. Nucleus is at the center. They work according to our will. That is why known as voluntary muscles. They do not work according to our will. That is why known as involuntary muscles. And they also do not work according to our will. Light and dark bands are present. Here light and dark bands are absent. Here light and dark bands are present. In addition to them, intercalated discs are also present. Now listen to their function. They help in the movement of arms and legs. Their movements are comparatively slower. For example, movement of the ureters in the stomach, in the iris of the eye. Their movements are only in the heart. They get fatigued very soon when we consider a comparison. But otherwise, whenever they get fatigued, we can give them rest because they work according to our will. They rarely get fatigued in comparison to striated. But they never get fatigued unless the person is alive. If they will get fatigued, person will die. So these are the comparisons. Along with these comparisons, you need to necessarily draw the diagram. I have sent everything in the notes also. You can write down the question. Compare the three types of muscle fibers in the tabulated form along with the diagram. Thank you.